What's up, everybody? It is your cousin, Cleisha, and I am cooking dinner, but I wanted to talk to you. So, can we hang out for a little bit? All right. So, I am making lasagna, and all of you know, all the cooks know, lasagna has many, many steps. But I wanted to talk to you guys for a second while it was on my mind. So, this is very impromptu, but you're my cousin. You just came over and we chit chatting. We cooking. Cooking with Cleisha. Cooking with A. But anyway, listen, I know you've probably heard this before. If you're my age, you guys know I'll be 45 this year. I've been married a few times. So I've been divorced. I'm divorced. And I want to remind everyone that charity starts at home. You've heard that before, right? I think we've all heard that before, but a lot of us are not doing it. And what does it mean? What do I mean when I say that charity starts at home? Okay. This is what I mean. All of us, and these are for people that are in relationships, that are in marriage, and you have families, right? Charity starts at home. That means no matter what you're doing, no matter how busy you are, your family, your home comes first. Okay. Being a woman in ministry, and I've been a wife and everything, my first priority was always my family. My first priority was always my husband. I don't know why I'm feeling led to talk about this, but that's why I'm here to talk about this. I need my pen. Hold on. Sorry for the noise, guys. Okay. So this is what I mean when I say that charity starts at home. So if you're a mother, you're a father, I get it. You're busy with work, you're busy with ministry, you're busy with school or whatever have you. But your first priority is to take care of your family. So me being a busy woman, no matter what I'm doing, I'm always going to make sure my man is straight. I'm always going to make sure my family eats. Before I go, whatever I do, there was times where, I would have to be at church, and our services started a little late, right? And let me turn the camera here. And being so, um, I would make sure, and I still do that to this day, that my dinner is done in the morning. So by the time we come home, it's already ready to go. It's already ready to be heated up. It's ready to eat. And especially if I have an engagement or a singing service or something that I have to be at and my family's not coming, it is my job, it is my duty to make sure that the home still runs. In this day and age, we're missing that. It's not a sin to cook for your man and make sure he's straight. Now, granted, if he's a good man, okay, if he is taking care of you, then you ought to take care of him. We have demonized being interdependent. I'm not solely dependent on my man, but I am interdependent with him, which basically means that he needs me for certain things and I need him for certain things. And there's nothing wrong with that. Okay. I don't like being called, the strong black woman. It's not a compliment to me. And I remember someone saying, someone that wanted to court me a while ago saying that I would love to be with you, whatever he was saying. He was saying because you're a strong woman, strong black woman. And I'm just like, bro, that is not a compliment. I'm strong because I've had no choice but to be. If I didn't get it together, it wasn't going to be gotten. In my single times, in my single years. So this is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? So, I'm done with that. I have someone where I can actually be a lady. I can be a girl. And I know that might be new to some of you because I've been single for a while. So if you haven't saw a video of me expressing that I am off the market, well, I am off the market. Glory be to God. And you guys know we talk about love and relationships on this channel all the time. So it wasn't easy. You know what I mean? It didn't come easy. But he checked all the boxes. He passed all the tests. Okay. So we'll talk about that in a later video. But my focus for this video is to remind those who are already in relationships and in marriages that charity must start at home. You cannot be, even in ministry, you can't be going out to preaching engagements and your kids are not taken care of and your husband or your spouse is not taken care of. Like God even says that in the Bible that you have to take care of home first. You have to take care of your first ministry. God does not want you ripping and running around and your house is in disarray. There's no order. There's no structure. The kids are just doing whatever they want to do and so forth and so on. We have to take care of our spouse. And I think it's such a beautiful thing. I don't know if you guys read or seen the statistics that now, and first of all, we ask men to get counseling and they are listening. Now, I'm not saying all men, but men are hearing us and they're getting the help that they need. So now, if, we want this new batch of men to come in, we need to be able to greet them as such. I don't know if we women are ready for the new men, the men that are not perfect, but they are working on themselves. They're doing the work. They're going to counseling. They're healing. They're praying. They're talking to God. They're seeking the Lord. They're finding out their purpose and potential. Are we ready for the new batch of men that is coming? That's my question. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. So, believe it or not, guys, I actually put a layer of broccoli in my lasagna and it is amazing. You can do broccoli or you can do spinach, but it's like all in one. You get everything out this meal, right? I'm using frozen broccoli too. You can use fresh broccoli, but we eat broccoli so much, I just get frozen. But anyway, like I was saying, I just do a little broccoli, y'all. I cut them really small and make a whole layer. And you gotta put cheese over it and everything. Oh, bellissimo. So good. Probably should have took these out earlier before I started cooking, but it'll be ready. But anyway, I don't know if we're ready, ladies. My channel, I talk to men too, but ladies, I just want to make sure your cousin wants to make sure that we are ready for who God is sending us. Okay? And it took me a lot to get here. I had to cut off a lot of people relationally. I had to end situationships or just not situationships per se, but just connections that I knew wasn't going to go anywhere. That's I mean, I was single than a dollar bill, y'all. So I mean, I was single, like coming home, ain't nobody in my bed. You know what I mean? Like that's what I was doing, and I know it can be hard. I'm gonna need a little more noodles. This is not gonna be enough. You know, I'm sorry, y'all. This is my first time doing this, but like I said, charity starts at home. Um, I have someone who I care deeply for, and he is amazing. So I want to make sure that he eats good. Okay, while I'm gone, I travel for work. Right? So before I go, I always make something, and my youngest son is here as well. So I always make something that, if my man wants some, my son is home, they can eat. Why? Because charity starts at home. Call me what you want. Like, you guys know, if you've been following me for a while, I always said this and I always believe this. And I have witnesses, like close friends, that would that I would tell them, like, there's got to be someone out there that loves the way I do. There's got to be someone out there that appreciates the love that I bring. Yeah, I'm strong, I go get it. You know what I mean? Like, I pay my own bills, I push my own wills. I got my own house, I'm holding it down. I don't need your $40. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I always believed that there was someone created for me. And I told y'all, and it happened. It happened. God is good. But I'm saying all this to say I had to do my part. And it wasn't easy all the time, on the holidays, being alone and still believing. I had friends like, I don't know, the dating pool got piss in it and it don't look like, and I'm like, nah, I still believe, y'all. That's what I was saying. That I still believe. And because of that, I am the happiest that I have ever been with the real man. They got all his own stuff and he's doing his own thing. He's accomplishing. He's beautiful inside and out. And he loves the Lord. So all I'm telling you is, male or female, if you have someone, that you're in covenant with, that you care about, that loves you, and you love them, you remember that they come first, not your family, not your bald-headed friends, not even your pastor, your church. You have to make sure that they are taken care of. It is your job. It is your duty, because people will do that. There's women out here that will do this and more for nothing, just to see a smile on your man's face. And men, if you still listening, let me tell you something. There's a man in the wings waiting for you to slip up, bro. He waiting. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm cutting up these onions and peppers. So y'all keep on playing. Y'all keep playing with people. But that's what I wanted to share with you. It was placed upon my heart to talk to y'all. I'm not in my normal setup. So I just wanted to get this off my chest. Life has been very, very busy for me. Like I said, I'm still traveling for work through the week. And I'm in a beautiful new relationship. And of course, ministry is going well, and I'm happy. I hope you guys are happy for me. Y'all know it's been a long time coming. There's been a lot of vetting going on. I had gotten offers, and I've been talking to different guys who knew I was single. And if it just wasn't what I was looking for, I had to tell them no. You know, I didn't settle. There's a lot of, you know, lonely nights, like I said, with no connection. But I wouldn't settle. There was one guy, he was very, very nice, you know. He had a nice testimony or whatever, but I don't think he's watching. But he said he had 6 kids. And y'all, when I tell you they was all under teenage years, bro, you nice. But them days for me is over. You know what I'm saying? I had to be honest, and that's just not what I want. You know, I'm about to be 45 years old. I don't want to be chasing after nobody else's toddler. And that's just me being honest. Call it what you want, say what you will. Nice man, you know. I never met him in person, but, you know, he seemed like, you know, he was all right. You know, my type a little bit. But, nah. So y'all got to be honest. Know what you want. Know what you want to put up with. And don't be with nobody that is, you know, contrary to that. That's all I'm saying. And you'll, look, when I am ready to reveal, you know, the ins and out of my relationship and how we met and everything, y'all are going to be so shocked. Hell, I'm still shocked. But when somebody wants you, they're going to come correct and they're going to be like, look, I want you. What's up? Like, they're not even going to play with you. This man plans dates. He's like, well, we going out. Where are we going? We running errands. You know, and I know I got to at least look cute because I don't know where he's going to take me. He plans stuff. He's intentional, making plans for the future, just different things, goals and everything like that. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I never had that. Yes, I tell you all the time, I've been married before, but I've never had a husband. And it's not that I didn't want them to lead. There's a lot of independent women that we want to relinquish the title. We want y'all to lead, but y'all not going nowhere. You're not doing nothing, or you don't know where you're going. And when you're a strong woman like me, when I see you going off to the left and you don't know what you're doing, I'm like, bro, give me off of this ride. Get me out this car. Because I can't be tied to someone who doesn't know who they are, where they're going, and what they want to do with me. So that's it. But I love you. Like I said, charity starts at home. You better take care of your home. You better make sure that house is clean. And them kids, I don't care. There's a lot of single fathers out there too, so I can't even just say single mothers. Them kids got to have structure. They have to have structure. They have to be disciplined. Nobody wants to come be with somebody and you got some bad behind kids. That's a turn off to me. I'm grown. Especially me, when my kids is grown. I don't want to be around no bad little kids. So, you know, especially to my ladies, make sure your house is in order. Okay? Get them children ready and prepared for the shift that you believe that's going to happen. You know that God's going to bless you with somebody. He promised that he would give you someone. Are you ready for that one? And when you get him, make sure that he comes first. What is wrong with making your man a plate? What's wrong with cooking for your man? What's wrong with any of that? So we got to get back to basics. Hi, honey. Oh, you still got it? Okay, give it to me. Oh, nothing. I'm recording. I forgot that I told you to get this. Yes, I'm making a video. But anyway. Okay. It's fine. I'm making a video. Anyway. All right, y'all. Listen, I gotta go. All right, honey. Okay. Like I said, charity starts at home. Get them children in order. Get that house in order. So you can have peace when that man come in and not them. You know how kids get, oh, mom, you acting new because you got a man. No. I ran a tight ship before I even had a man. That's how you get them together. But, all right, y'all. You don't got to listen to me. Let me tell you something. Let me keep it real 100 with y'all. I've been married 3 times. I ain't just been married for my looks and my gifts. And all them jokers can testify. I do know how to make a man feel like a man. And whether you deserve that title, that's something else. I ain't gonna keep riding the ride that ain't going nowhere. Okay? And that's a testimony for somebody else who's been married multiple times. Been married 3 times. And I still found love, which is leading to marriage. Let me not testify right now. Okay? Listen to your cousin. Listen to your cousin. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. And the only reason why, for whoever's thinking, oh, you've been married, you can't keep a man. Let me tell you something. A man can only be kept if he want to be kept. It takes 2 for a marriage to work. Everybody got to be working. And I ain't putting up with what y'all putting up with, the cheating and having kids on you and all that. And not bringing home the money, me paying all the bills, you not knowing what you want to do, or you breaking your promises, or you talking to other women, so forth and so on. I'm not putting up with that. If I wanted to put up with that, I would still be married. So those are for whoever has something negative to say about me being married 3 times. But what I'm saying is, I've been married 3 times because I know what to do. I just did not have the right partner. But I can't say that anymore because God has blessed me. Charity starts at home. I love you. I'll see you in the next video. Take care.